Welcome to my channel. If you're new, subscribe. Thank you. This is our front bodice, and you can see I have close to the shoulder that's there. To open that other dart, that is, you can see open, I measured the neck width, that is the front neck width. What I got, I marked the center of the neckline and then I cut it open like this. This is necessary because we're going to be working with the shoulder of the bodice block. And if there's a dart, there's going to be a problem. As you can see, I have labeled the sleeve, the front and the back side of the sleeve. Now, without so much talk, let's get started. At the side front, around the armhole, we're going to measure 1 inch downwards. That is, from the armhole, you measure 1 inch like so, downwards. This is you expanding the armhole. Remember, we are working with the front bodice block. Now, using your curve, you redraw the armhole again, like so. Once you are done redrawing the armhole, you cut it out. Now, at the beginning of the armhole, you measure the entire arm's eye, like so. Whatever you get, you divide by 2 and mark. At the neckline, you measure 1 inch, like so. Using a ruler, connect the 1 inch at the neckline and the mark you made at the arm's hole. And that's that for the front bodice. Now to the back bodice. You measure the entire arm's eye of the back bodice, and then you divide it by 2 and mark it on the armhole, like so. Just like you did with the front bodice, at the neckline of the back bodice, you also measure 1 inch and mark it like so. Using a straight line, connect the mark at the neckline and the one at the armhole, like you did on the front bodice. And that's for the back bodice. Now, we shall be converting our straight line into a curve. To do that, you find the midpoint of your straight line, mark 1/4 of an inch there, and then you turn it into a curve using a curved ruler, like so. You do the same thing to the front bodice. Now we have done that, we've created a curve on both the front bodice and the back bodice. Next, we're going to cut out the curve we have created, like so. We'll do that to the front bodice and also the exact same thing to the back bodice. And label it F for front and B for back. Now to the sleeve block. Remember the 1 inch you marked below the arm's eye, that's the armhole of each bodice. Now you're going to mark the exact same thing on the sleeve block, like so. At the end, you mark the 1 inch or the 1.5 inch, whatever it is you marked on your bodice, you repeat on your sleeve block, you mark it, and then you redraw the curve and cut out the excess. Now from the point marked on the bodice like so, you take the entire measurement to the side of the bodice. You take the measurement and mark it. On your sleeve block, you apply the same measurement on your sleeve block, starting from that end. Measure it the way I am measuring and mark. You do the same thing to the back bodice, and then you apply whatever measurement you get to the back of the sleeve. That is the part of the sleeve that is your back. Now you pick the parts that was cut off the bodice, starting with the front part that was cut off the bodice, and place it like so on your sleeve. You start placing it from the parts where you marked your measurement on the sleeve. That is the front side of the sleeve like so. You do the same thing to the back side as well. Now because of the space underneath the back side of the sleeve, I'm going to insert a paper to close it up and continue. Now once I'm done, I will use a curve and create a curve to the center line of the sleeve like so, a perfect curve to the center line of the sleeve, both on the left side of the sleeve and on the right side of the sleeve. Now the space you're seeing in between the sleeve head is not a problem. It depends on the person's size. In some cases it might be big, in some cases it might be close, but in this case you're seeing the space is quite large. It is not a problem. You just create a curve to make everything have a smooth curve, and that's it. Once you're done, you're going to cut the sleeve like so down to the end so that you would have a two-piece sleeve, the front and the back. Now this is our front sleeve and this is our back sleeve. There you have it, a raglan sleeve. Thanks for coming. See you again in another tutorial. Bye.